All right, hello everybody. This is Oscar Maldonado,
And Helen Maldonado.
and we're the franchise owners of NIA Professionals, and we're here with one of our awesome members, Ann Bennett, with Bennett Home Mortgages. Hi, Ann. How are you today?
Hi, I'm great. How are y'all doing?
Doing awesome.
Good. Doing
awesome.
good.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your company, Ann, what y'all do, and what you specialize in?
Sure. I'm the owner broker of Bennett Home Mortgage. With being a broker, I'm able to go out to many different lenders to get different loans for people, because not all two loans are the same. What I do is just really handhold a client from the very beginning to the end of their loan. I pride myself in my communication. I've got very good rates, very good fees, and I take care of my client from start to finish, and we always close on time. Knock on wood. Always close on time. That's what I do.
Excellent. That sounds great. Well, we wanted to invite you to talk to us today. We had a few questions for you. Of course, we're all going through this coronavirus stuff and the social distancing. And first question we had for you is, how is your company responding to the coronavirus crisis and everything that's going on?
You know, actually, business hasn't changed any for us, with the exception of not getting go to closing. I do go to all my closings, and I like to meet my realtors ahead of time. I like to meet with the title company, and that's been the hardest thing, is I'm not able to go to closing. I had one this morning that was a FaceTime close, and I had two last week that I also did as FaceTime close. So our business really isn't changing from that, since we typically do everything on the online anyway. But not having that person-to-person touch has been very difficult and very different for the company.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet. I know that's difficult for you. You're very much a people person, and if you're not right there with them. Well, what tips do you have as an expert in your field for our audience?
Right now, there are so many lenders out there. We're all in competition with each other. When you are looking for a loan, look around. Make sure that you're getting the best deal. What you hear on the internet and what you read is not always the case. You'll see something that says as low as, whatever. That means as low as you can go with as many discount points. So it really sounds good, but really check it out and make sure that you know who it is that you're working with. Ask for recommendations. I tell my clients all the time, I'll give you a list of previous clients and my real estate agents, title companies, whomever you want to speak with. There's a lot of people out there. We all do the same thing. We all have very similar fees and rates, but not everyone can work together. So make sure that you work very well with your lender. It's very important.
That's awesome. And you do refinance as well as purchase, right?
I do. And right now we are doing so many refinances. It's funny because when the Fed cut the rate, I got a million calls thinking that everyone thought that mortgages were down to 0% now. And so I kept explaining to them that's not how it works. One doesn't have to do with the other. The Fed doesn't make the mortgage rate. It's the 10-year Treasury that does. So we just have a lot of those going on. In fact, I've got about 12 refis that I'm working on right now. And I'm telling people, where the rates are right now may not be the best rate for you, but let's go ahead and get in line and let's watch it. And then the minute we'll be set up in line so that when rates get better again for refis, we'll be ready to jump on it. And I think we save a lot of time, and I think that relaxes them just a little bit.
Yeah,
rates are a little higher for refis right now than they are for purchases. So
are they?
Many of the lenders a lot of the lenders have been inundated with loans, and the volume is there, so the rates are not as good as what I think they will be and what they can be. So,
well, that's good.
Awesome.
People need to do their homework for sure. For sure.
Do your homework. Yes, absolutely. The rates as well as the fees being charged and the company that you're going through.
Right.
And I would imagine as well, people need to know what they need to bring to the table, right, to get the loan process started, paperwork.
Yes. And I tell people I'm very conservative. So if you are a W-2 employee and you get bonus and you get commissions, I try to qualify everybody based on just their base salary. The other is just icing on the cake. Let's not have to verify all the extra stuff if we don't need to. Basically, all I need when I start, if you're a W-2 employee, would be your most recent 2 W-2s, most recent 2 pay stubs, and your most recent 2 bank statements if it's a purchase. and no bank statements at the very beginning if we're doing a refi. Refis are taking a little bit longer because of the sheer volume. I don't want clients to have to give me too much now that's going to be stale, within the next 30 days. So
Right.
I try to get everyone uploaded, qualified, run through a desktop underwriter, make sure everything is good, and then we just go into underwriting and wait and see what underwriting wants from there. But the basic is 2 pay stubs, 2 W-2s, and 2 bank statements with your and a copy of your driver's license. And if it's a refi, your most recent mortgage statement, insurance, and taxes. And that's it.
Well, that sounds pretty
And I do
easy.
the rest.
Sounds pretty
It is
easy.
easy.
Make it simple.
I try. That's my goal, is to make it as easy as I can on everybody.
Yeah.
I always
Well,
tell my
we
clients,
appreciate-
let me do the stressing. If I need to stress, I'll call you, but I'll do all the stressing for you.
Well, that's awesome. There's
Very
one last question is,
Mhm.
what opportunities have you identified that will alter the way you do business when this pandemic is behind us?
Well, we've all been on a lot of Zoom meetings. Our networking group, as well as others, haven't done Zoom title companies yet, but I've done FaceTime. And I do like the Zoom meetings when you can't make it, but honestly, I'm going to continue the face-to-face. I like to get out in front of people. I like to go to my
Me too.
closings physically, explain documents to my customers if they have any concerns. I like our networking, our happy hours. I like to get together and get to know people. So I will Zoom or do virtual meetings when necessary, if it's easier for clients. But going forward for me, I'm still going back the old-fashioned way. I'm still going to go to my meetings and my networking events and get to know people. That's just,
Yeah, me
that's
too.
who I
Yeah.
am.
I miss that the most. I do. I
I
do.
agree.
I agree 100%. And if anybody's looking for a loan, a refi, or a purchase, how do they reach you?
They can reach me on my cell, and I joke and say it's 24/7, but it pretty much is. My number is 832-594-0478. I'm sorry, 0479. I should know my number. And my email is ann@bennetthomemortgage.com. And my phone again is 832-594-0479.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank
And
you
I'm
so
always
much for
available.
joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for asking me to help. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Great
Ann.
advice.
You have a great day, and we'll be talking
Bye.
soon.
You too.
Virtual
Alrighty, bye-bye.
hug.
Yes, hugs.